Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make this amazing chicken and spicy peppery salt. This is one of my favourite dishes ever from my takeaway. Alright, let's get on with it. Pretty simple to do. I've got a third of a tablespoon's worth of black peppercorns, a third of a tablespoon's worth of white peppercorns, a third of a tablespoon's worth of Szechuan peppercorns into the spice grinder. We're going to blitz it up until it looks something like that. If you need a list of all the ingredients for this video, for this recipe, it will be at the end of the video. 4 tablespoons worth of salt straight into a saucepan or wok, just like that. We're just going to stir that through for around about a minute at a medium heat. It'll just toast up that salt. Alright, pretty simple, and this seasoning is great on anything. After that's toasted off, we're going to add all our peppercorns in, give that a very quick stir. They're going to stay there for 20 seconds, no longer. As you can see, we've got a lot of smoke coming off. Make sure you've got a really well ventilated room. This stuff is so accurate. If you don't have a well ventilated room, after 20 seconds, get that off the heat and get it out of the room. Even if you have to put it outside, it will choke you. It is that potent. Alright, that is done. We're going to let that cool down, and I'm just going to simply re-bottle this. I'll put this into another jar. This will keep for at least 3 months, and because there's only like 4 tablespoons worth of this stuff, it doesn't really last long anyway, because we just use it on all sorts of things. Works great on fish, works great on squid, works great on pork. Alright, label your jar so you know what it is. That can go into the pantry. Alright, 700 grams worth of chicken breast, and all we have to simply do is start cutting this up into some nice little chunks. Try and keep your pieces of chicken at an equal sort of size, and that way when we start cooking this off, it will all take around about the same sort of time. Alright, so just as I said, cut those into chunks just like that. I'll save you the boredom of cutting the whole 2 chicken breasts that I used, and we'll just skip to the next step. We've put all that into a bowl. We're going to marinate that with 2 tablespoons worth of Zhaojing wine or Chinese rice wine, and 2 tablespoons worth of a good quality soy sauce. All we really simply have to do there is give that a quick mix up, right, just like that, and we're going to set that aside for at least 30 minutes, longer if you want. Start making up our batter. We've got 1 cup's worth of potato starch or cornstarch, and we're going to add in half a cup's worth of plain flour, quarter teaspoon's worth of baking powder. Just give that a little bit of stir through, just like that, to combine all of those ingredients, and we're going to add in 3/4 of a cup of very cold water, alright, straight out of the refrigerator. Alright, so add that straight in, and just make sure our batter ends up nice and crispy. About a tablespoon's worth of vegetable oil. You can use peanut oil if you want. Give all of that a good stir, just like that. I'm going to end up with this beautifully light batter. It is going to go nice and crunchy. We can add our chicken straight into our batter, just like I am doing there. Okay, and this just makes things a little bit easier. Just using a bamboo skewer, give all of that a little bit of a stir through. Make sure that our batter is coating every piece of chicken. I've got some oil. I've brought that up to about 160 degrees Celsius. You could use a deep fryer if you want. I would normally use my deep fryer, but people complain when I use my deep fryer on my videos. Right, using your skewer, just slowly drop your pieces of chicken battered all into that oil. As you can see, we've got those beautiful bubbles all around the outside. That's exactly what we want. I'm going to be checking my temperature from time to time of my oil, make sure I've got that consistent 150 to 160 degree mark going, and as these bubbles start to slow down, you'll see that around the outside they will start to slow down. That means your chicken is pretty much cooked. So using a little wire strainer, we can remove those once we are done. If you're not sure, you can always check the internal temperature of that. Make sure it's at least 74 degrees Celsius. But they're done, believe me. And I've had the chef's privilege of being able to cut 1 or 2 open just for yumness sake. I've added some rice noodles, rice vermicelli noodles into that oil. We're going to give that just a quick little flash fry. As you can see, they puff up nicely, and this makes a great little garnish and just makes things look pretty, and that tastes really good too. Alright, so they're only going to take a few seconds. Once they're done, we can remove those. Alright, just like that, and now we're really getting ready on the home stretch here. Add in a portion of your chicken. Now, I love my chicken and spicy peppery salt. Mrs. KP, not so much. She just likes hers just with a little bit of salt. And so I'm going to do this in a couple of different batches. I'm going to do a serving for me. Okay, just like that. Right, just about enough. And we're simply just going to add in a nice amount of our seasoning salt that we just made. Around about 2 teaspoons worth. That should be around about enough, and to make sure we've got all the nooks and crannies, just give that a little bit of a shake through, just like that. Okay, and once again, we're on the home stretch. Right, with a plate, I'm going to add a little bit of lettuce on the outside, basically as a guilt trip to make me feel healthy, because I'm eating something green and not just greasy fried, but it also does give you a nice little bit of a texture. Just add that around the outside like that. Add some of our fried noodle straight down in the center like that. Oh, yum yum. And if you haven't tried making something like this before, why not? It is so easy to do, and it will cost you a fraction of what the takeaway will charge you. Right, we're going to add our fried chicken with our spicy peppery salt on top. Now, so far it's not really spicy yet, is it? We'll make it spicy in a second. We're going to add in some sliced red chili straight over the top. You could also use some garlic chips if you want as well. I'll leave that up to you. And I'm just going to finish that off with a little bit of fresh coriander, just for extra greenness and extra flavor. If you don't like coriander, don't use it. Simple. You could use some sliced spring onion or scallion if you like. And there you go, you got KP's chicken and spicy peppery salt. How easy was that to do? I'll tell you what, it tastes better than the takeaway. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence to make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up, and share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. Please leave a comment. Love reading, love responding to them. In the meantime, you want to learn how to make a takeaway classic just like this one at home? Well, you need to come and join the family. My family, hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'll eat my chicken and spicy peppery salt, and I will catch you next time. Hey.